Well, we have survived April, which turned out to be a month of hope. Bitcoin has grown from 66 to 79,000. And just as we started talking about the bull cycle, crypto quant analysts have issued a verdict. The growth was speculative. Spot demand is in red. And regardless of whether I agree with the conclusion or not, the analysts are extremely serious and respected, so we definitely should analyze this report. Elon Musk also added fuel to the fire by stating in court that most cryptocurrencies are scams. April also broke the historical record for hacking: 24 attacks, $651 million of losses, kelp drift, hyperbridge, hundreds of old wallets that woke up and lost everything. In general, the news, although not the most positive, is extremely interesting and we have something to discuss. Please like, subscribe, and let's get started. So the main disappointment of the day, crypto quant analysts analyzed the April rally and came to a disappointing conclusion. The apparent demand metric, which shows real organic demand, has been below zero all month. People didn't buy Bitcoin, we didn't go into ETFs, and didn't transfer money to exchanges, and of course didn't fill up our pockets. At the same time, the price increased from 66 to 79,000, and who dragged it? Perpetual futures, derivatives, and traders with leverage who played against the crowd and got into a short squeeze. And experts have drawn a parallel with 2022, and back then there was also growth in futures with falling spot demand. And how did it end? A multi-month correction and Bitcoin for $15,000. And here I will make a remark, and I don't think it is correct to compare the current situation with the events of 2022, at least because 2022 the price drop was caused by massive erosion of confidence in cryptocurrencies, when Terra first collapsed and then FTX in September. As for me, the situation is drastically different, but I mean, it's okay, let's continue. According to the Crypto Quant report, the exchange rate has already rolled back from 79,000 to 77,000. And although April gave a plus 12%, which is the best dynamic since the beginning of the year, this growth is like a house of cards and it can collapse at any moment. An additional signal is the bull score indicator from Crypto Quant, and it dropped from 50 to 40, returning below the neutral level, and this means that the bullish power of the market has dried up. Analyst Ignacio Moreno de Vicente added that the market is approaching an important test, and if Bitcoin gains a foothold above the realized price of short-term holders, this group will turn from loss to profit, and it will stop putting pressure on the price with each rebound. If not, we will see a new wave of sales. But I quite agree with this, but at the same time, to say that the price increase is not organic, as far as I'm concerned, is nonsense. Ethereum, by the way, is an even more interesting situation right now. The price had dropped by 65% from its peak, and altcoins as a whole sank by more than 50%. But Ethereum financing rates on Binance have remained negative for a long time, and traders are betting heavily on the fall. Dark Force analysts warn it's a risky bet. Markets rarely reward such a unanimous opinion. If Ethereum continues to recover, short positions will start to be liquidated in a cascade, and we will see a powerful short squeeze, even more powerful than on Bitcoin. And at the time of writing this, Ethereum is trading at around $2,280, and that's a plus 0.8% per day. And I'll probably, buy a little bit of spot because it seems to me that the squeeze is really likely. And by the way, if you want to buy and trade cryptocurrencies, I would like to remind you about the sponsor of my channel, which I used for a long time before creating the channel. OKX Exchange is the best and most transparent solution for traders today, and if you want to join and get welcome bonuses while supporting my channel as well, see the link in the description box down below. And now a statement that caused a huge reaction in the crypto community. Elon Musk, while in court in the OpenAI case, said under oath, some cryptocurrencies have value, but most are just scams. The billionaire answered the question about OpenAI's ICO plan for 2018, but the statement turned out to be resonant. And let me remind you that Elon Musk is not just a commentator. Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin in 2021, also accepted Bitcoin as payment for electric vehicles, and SpaceX holds sold 8,285 bitcoins worth more than $600 million. And he pumped up to 90 billion capitalization into Dogecoin with just one tweet. And now this man calls crypto a scam. So the internet, of course, exploded. Users were not shy in their expressions. One of them wrote, "The man who hoarded Dogecoin to $90 billion calls cryptocurrencies a scam. Audacity knows no boundaries." Others agreed with Musk. Anyone with an IQ of about 90 will answer the same thing. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few more coins have value, and the remaining 99.9% is garbage. But the fact remains that Musk contradicts himself. He holds hundreds of millions in Bitcoin through his companies. His social network X launched the X Money crypto wallet, and the cash talk function for tracking cryptocurrency exchange rates has launched in April. Either Musk had a comfortable position in court, or he was really disappointed in the industry he had invested billions into, or he's just trolling. We will never know. And the last news that turns this Friday's hell into an epic one. April broke the historical record for the number of hacks in the crypto industry, and DeFi Llama analysts have counted more than 20 incidents, and Certix clarifies 24 attacks. So total losses $651 million. In monetary terms, this is not a record because March of 2022 was much worse. But in terms of the number of individual hacks, April is the absolute champion. The largest incident was the $292 million kelp hack, and the attack caused problems with bad debts in Aave, which is why the community had to attract emergency loans and donations, and we talked about it in the past. The second place is taken by the Drift protocol on Solana. The damage is more than $280 million, and it wasn't just a technical vulnerability. This was a planned operation using social engineering. It took 6 months to prepare it, and hackers ingratiated themselves into the trust, posed as legitimate companies, and communicated with the developers personally. The third place is Hyperbridge based on Polkadot. The damage is $2.5 million, and the attackers forged cross-chain messages, issued 1 billion fake DOT tokens, and sold them. And at the end of the month, experts recorded something ominous. Hundreds of wallets on Ethereum network, many of which have been inactive for more than 7 years, they were hacked by the same transaction. So one address just went through the sleeping wallets and brought everything out. Who did this? How did he get access? There are no theories just yet, but the fact that wallets that have not been touched since 2017-2019 were suddenly empty raises serious questions about the security of older versions of software and key generation. If wallets that have not been touched for 7 years have been hacked, then the problem is much deeper than we thought. It could be a backdoor in an old client, a compromise of seed phrases through a data leak, or something else. The investigation is still ongoing. And that's going to be it for today. Link to OKX is in the description down below. Subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.